Howdy guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be replacing the alternator on our 4G63. This goes for turbo versions, non-turbo versions. They should all be basically the same. First, make sure you disconnect your battery, and then make sure you disconnect this little guy down here. It's hard to see if you just squeeze it and then pull. You can remove the connector going to your alternator. You have this little bracket connector deal. If you just take this nut off right here, or you don't even have to take it all the way off, if you just loosen it, it basically just pinches the alternator in place, and then you can loosen this bolt a little bit out and then just take this completely up and out and off. And then the next thing is the last nut down there. They're all 12 millimeters. It has on this side, you might be able to see it down there, probably not though, a square head that's like stopped up against the side of the alternator. So if you just keep spinning that nut, the bolt won't spin on you, it'll come right out. After you loosen that first bracket and take it off, you don't have to take it off, but you can lift it up and then take the belt off. That relieves the tension on the belt right there. And then, as you can see, or possibly not see, I got this nut on the bottom loose. And then all you have to do is like pound the bolt through from this side, and then you can maneuver the alternator out. But at this point, it's super loose and ready to go. I know it's really hard to see, but I tapped a couple times and you can see that bolt is starting to come out now. It's like way down here. In order to get that bolt out, you have to take out these little clips here. And then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12 millimeters to take this inner piece of trim out, just so that you can get this guy backed out all the way to get their alternator to slip out. Okay, we dropped this trim piece and those 6 bolts from in there. And now we're able to take this guy out. Talking about, oh Toyota, I'm supposed to take the bolt out. That's how. After you remove that connector, there's a little 10 millimeter nut holding on another connection to the alternator. You can take this off and make sure you don't lose the nut. Just like that. And now she's ready to drop out. Okay, we dropped the old one out. It helps if you kind of let it twist, and also disconnect this little sensor going to like your oil filter housing right here. This guy, disconnect this guy so that you can kind of drop it out through this fat area. And you do have to do some like finagling, like some twisting and stuff like that. The new one will go in the reverse way, and we'll just hook everything up the reverse way, and including the belt and ending up with the battery, and we'll be good. After you get the new alternator pushed up in there and everything, you can start getting this bolt lined up and fish through there. As you can see, it has an elbow, or like just that flat spot right here where the square head will sit still on you. There we go. Washers and everything. Just make sure you don't push this bolt out so that it stays still on there. And don't tighten it up too much just yet, because you want this to still be able to swivel so that you can get your belt adjustment. But yeah, we put that bottom trim piece back on. Now we just gotta put this cross-like looking piece back on. It's gonna go something like that. Fish this through here. Just like this. Really helps to have some of these ratcheting wrenches for this, because the spaces are so small for movement. But once you get this guy in there, not too tight, then we'll get our belt back on and loosen this one on the end to get it correct. So basically, to get your belt tighter, you need this one to be loose, and then you tighten this one right here up more and more and more until the belt is tight, like this. I guess you can't see too much, but I'm pushing on it and you can see the blades in the alternator moving with the belt. And then you tighten this one up to hold it in place after you get this one to your desired tightness on the belt. So let's start her up and see what happens, I guess. See that, but it says we've got 14